Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Ladies Discourse. Thanks for joining us today. We have a big show coming up for you, and Serena Lonzi's frozen.
Hi.
Hey, Serena. How you going? Yeah, you're right. You're right. How you doing? I'll just get rid of this one. Beautiful. Here you are. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks. How about you?
Yeah, really, really good. Thanks. And it's great to see you again after a bit of a break. And
Yeah, you too.
You seem to be doing well. And obviously we spoke during the week and things are going really well for you. And you had a bit of an incident this week.
Sorry, I had a bit of a what? You're a little bit quiet.
Am I?
Yeah.
What's going on with my mic? The incident we spoke about with your little visitor.
Yeah. The little visitor. Right. He wasn't so little.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Do you want to tell us? Do you want to tell us about what happened?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, apparently we have tarantulas in Canada, and I found one in my house the other day, and it was really scary. So yeah. I had no idea. I was shocked. I was like, what? Like, how is there tarantulas here? But apparently there is. So cool. In my house. Great. Fun. I love it.
So what'd you end up doing with it? Because I know you were a little bit frightened and you didn't want to squish it. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I just left it and like hoped he would fuck off and I wouldn't see him anymore. And yeah, haven't seen him since. So I hope not to see him
Fantastic.
again.
Yeah, I hope you don't either. It was a nasty looking thing.
Right? Like furry and shit. I was like, ew, not in my house.
I know, right? All right. Well, we'll start to bring up the other ladies. Where's everyone gone?
Okay.
Hey, Georgia, how are you?
Hey guys, how are you? Hi, Siri.
Good.
You know what? I would have put
Yeah.
the Hex logo right on top of it and let him run free. You know, imagine a tarantula with. Now it's Halloween is coming right now, guys. So, I would have I would have kept him for a couple more days.
Oh man. I have a video and pictures of him and yeah, that was
That
scary.
is scary. I will die if I have it. I have little
Yeah.
spiders, and it's like no, I'll kill them. I'm sorry for
Oh
all
no.
the animal control and animal loving people. There's no
Mm.
spiders here in my house.
Yeah, I didn't want to kill him. I was like, he's not going to bother me. So, well, he
See,
still
she's so
bothers
nice,
me
Sammy.
in the
She's
house,
so
but
nice.
I didn't want to kill him.
Hey,
So.
Lindsay, how are you?
Hello.
Welcome.
Hey.
Coming.
Thank you so much for having me. How are you guys this evening?
Good, good.
Great.
How you doing? You well and recovered from Vegas?
It is documented as the 29th of September, and I am officially recovered from Vegas. Thank you.
It was
Gee,
hard.
Vegas
It
is a
was
wild
hard.
place. We
Man,
didn't stop, did we, in Vegas? We did not stop.
oh,
You
we
know what?
did not stop.
I realize how old am I right now. I'm not for like, I used to party. I'm sure you guys did too. Some of you still do, but hours and I will go to work the next day and I was in a coma with IV.
Did you have the IV treatment, Georgia?
No, I did not, but I probably should have. No, I had to come to LA and get my, do an appointment, emergency appointment with my doctor and get some pill.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But it
too
was a
much for me.
lot.
Too much.
It was. We just did not stop. We just partied every day and night, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to recap on that today. Welcome to the chat. We've got one more special guest to bring on. Hey, Fashion Coder, how are you?
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm doing well. How are you?
Very well. Thanks for coming. And how you been?
Oh, so good. It's been weird not partying every day like at PulseCon, but it's been nice to kind of get back into a schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. And did you have a great time in Vegas?
Oh my gosh, it was better than I even expected. So I had a great time.
Yeah. Was that your first time to Vegas?
I've been to Vegas before, but never for something like that.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was my first time. I have to say it was amazing. My first time to America. And, America is a big place. Everything's big. The airports are big. The shopping centers are big. It's just huge. And, going to Vegas with all the Hexicans, it was just so good to meet everyone. And they were so nice and we just had so much fun. Every day you did not stop. It was a day thing. It was a night thing. We just all hung out. There was always someone hanging around, always someone to talk to. And, going to another country for the first time and having friends there just made it so much more fun. I had a ball and I'm recovering slowly too, but it takes a lot out of you. And a few of us lost our voices. A few of us had coughs and colds because it was just so full on, wasn't it? I think we need to have a day in between all these events just to have a breather because it was just nonstop. But so good that you ladies could join us today and so good to see you again. Thanks for coming. And so we've got some other events coming up too. So we've had Vegas, which was awesome. And my advice to anyone that hasn't gone to one of these events, go. They are amazing. Like you just have so much fun and you all got something in common. So it's never a dull moment. But we do have more Hex events coming up. So if we've got a Hex birthday coming up, which is Friday, 2nd of September. It's a cruise and a nightclub event. It's a day nightclub event on the Saturday, the 3rd December, crypto and cocktails day party. So, if you're looking to go to one of the Hex events, the next event is in December. Now, I believe that's in California. Does anyone else know the full details of where that's happening?
We have an event this Saturday, actually, tomorrow at 2:00 in California. And there is a Telegram group that finally the Californians have. I think Casey was the one that put us all together. She's the one who organized our life, as Mexicans. She's amazing. And it's going to be at the 1212 Santa Monica. It's a restaurant, and we're gathering at 2 p.m. there. I'm not sure who's organizing it, but I know that a lot of the Mexicans who were in Vegas and who are involved with the community are going to be there, including myself. And it's going to be an amazing event for me, for example, to take my children. So it's going to be a day event, and maybe there will be other family members there so we can integrate the family. And as you said as well, the one in San Diego, which is in December 1st to the 4th, I think. And it's going to be amazing too, with several events going on. You can choose. It's accessible for all of us. And it's very close by for local people to go. So
that's good. So you got 2 events coming up close by you, Georgia?
Yes.
And how far a drive are they from where you are? Just roughly.
From Santa Monica, I'm located very in the middle of everywhere. So for Santa Monica, it's only 40 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on traffic. LA, we have traffic in Los Angeles. But San Diego is about 2 hours. An hour, depends what car you drive. If you drive something faster, like a Tesla, maybe you can get there faster. But I drive a Toyota, so I will get there in 2 hours.
Awesome. But that's exciting, to be part of so many events, see all the Hexicans. It's such an amazing feeling. They're all so lovely. And, I really feel that we just didn't get enough time together. Because I know for me, there was just so many people. I got to meet everybody, but I didn't get to spend one-on-one time just chatting with the ladies is what I'd like to. And that is what it is. When you got 1,000 people wanting to talk to you, it's not easy to do that. But, I just left with such a warm feeling in my heart. I just felt that I've really connected and just felt so loved. And it was just amazing. Just had a great time,
Yeah, it was incredible. It was incredible. I met young lady, Miss Fashion Coder, which I'm very proud of you. I'm not a family member, but you've done amazing within the community. So I want to thank you and congratulate. I know that you were able to speak to Richard, and he was very happy to hear a question that you did. So later on, I'm going to, if you can share with us what you ask or where your plans are. And obviously with, Lindsay, Viber Finances, what can I tell you? She's a teacher to me, and I've been so blessed to have her in my life. I miss Serena. And Sammy, I was like a groupie around you. So, I was so happy.
And it was so hot over there. We kid you not. It was the hottest. The first week was hot all day and all night. I'm talking scorching. So what was it, 104 or 106? What was it?
Something like that. I don't know. It was hot and sticky. That's all I can tell you. The people was having fun. The hotel, the pool party was amazing. Everybody was at the pool and in bikinis. So, or Speedos.
Or Speedos, yeah.
Some interesting memories I will have to keep forever in my mind.
Yeah. So much Velcro.
But it was damn hot. Even in the middle of a night, it was hot. And you wake up at 6:30 on a Monday morning in Vegas. Everyone's at the tables gambling and drinking. It's Jesus Christ, wild.
Some people didn't even go to sleep. Some people just went from event to event. It was crazy. How about you, Lindsay? Do you rest or you just went? You look fabulous at we have to talk about the fashion show.
Oh, there's so many.
You look so stunning.
Oh, that was so fun. And it would not have been possible without the hard work of Suzanne and Leah and the team, and for DeFi Sexy Ladies for all of the planning and promoting that they did for that event. Power City, it was just really the production company that came for Power City.
Incredible.
Honestly, the whole crew, it was just like what a fun and memorable event. You could just tell that a lot of love, effort, community effort, and like hard work really went into that. I was and still feel very blessed to be a part of that. That dress, I took it and I wore it to the Sologenic like premiere event for a Sologenic meetup that night. I walked through their
Nice.
with the hex
wow.
dress on. Mm-hmm. The hex dress.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It was
It's
amazing.
amazing.
Lindsay was all like the merchandise that Suzanne had, the t-shirts, the dresses, jackets for everyone, young. I wanted to wear that. I'm going to get my hands on one of those things. And it was so well done. The quality was amazing. The detail I had a chance to talk to speak with Suzanne, and she has a vast experience dealing with rhinestones, not only rhinestones, diamonds, let's put it that way. So it is amazing. I can only think of what the future could bring to us with that talent of Suzanne and, Hexicans with Mula. So
Yeah, absolutely. And all the models did such a great job. You all look fantastic. This party was amazing. So this party was at DJ Lethal from Limp Bizkit's bar in Vegas. So, and then Power City basically put on a lot of the stuff. They put on the fashion show. So we had Freddie Quotes, Casey, and Corey, DJ Corey. All doing their stuff while the fashion show was on, and the Hexicans were just strutting their stuff. They looked awesome. It was just an amazing party, just amazing.
Just doing her thing. I can't do it. I'll embarrass myself. Hey,
What's
hey,
up, guys?
how are you?
Ladies?
Good to see you.
How's it
Thanks for
going?
joining us.
Hey, good to be here. Hi.
hi.
On my porch.
Nice. It looks really nice there.
Got my fashion coder sticker on.
Yes.
Oh, I had it here. Where's it? Look,
Beautiful.
look. I had it here, guys. We got a
Yeah.
there we go. Fashion color was giving out the stick. I just have one, so I don't know where to put it. It's either in my car or I don't know. I have to think. It's very important where the place that I put it in.
I always think it's the only one you'll ever get. I was like, oh, don't put it in your car. I like mine tucked in like
I'll make a necklace right here. Like that. How about that, fashion coder? I could do that.
So Hex Siren, how was your time in Vegas, and have you recovered?
Holy shit. Vegas was epic. Vegas was so cool. I got to meet over 200 people that I know online in person and get hugs. Like every single time you went outside, because everybody was taking smoking breaks, you could go to any opening of Resort World and find no less than 5 Hexicans out there just chatting. I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. Yeah, it was cool. I am recovered. It did take a long time, even though I didn't drink there. It's still, it rocks you to the core.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It was so good to meet you and everyone, and it was just so good. It was just party, wasn't it? We just did not stop.
I just for the record, I was working too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see Lindsay with a glass of wine or anything on her hand, guys. No, fashion color. She didn't have anything. I saw her at one event only. She was working all this time.
Oh yeah.
And most adorable Hexican in person is fashion coder. Like you could not be any cuter. I'm serious. You could not be any more adorable.
Oh, y'all are so nice. I'm blushing.
I was like fiercely protective, like almost like borderline like mama bear by the end of the night at the fashion show. I was like going, what cap? No, I want to watch you get in it.
Yeah. Lindsay walked me out
going on, guys.
I was ready to get in the Uber with her, make sure she got in the hotel, possibly in the room, and then go back and do whatever. But I was like, yeah. But honestly, you are such a beautiful being, and just meeting you in person was like, yes. I really like the tweet out the other day wasn't kidding. Like I was so excited to meet you in person. Like, love you.
Oh,
Yeah, it was great to meet you, Fashion Kyoto. And I think I met you in the elevator first with your dad,
Yes.
and then at the Hex conference. I thought I met you again.
Uh-huh.
And did Lindsay and did you guys go to the conference? I mean, I know I went for a couple of hours and I actually enjoyed what I saw, apart from Richard Hart cutting out and we had to stop it, and apart from it being stinking hot. But yeah, I mean, I actually felt a good vibe from it after what happened. You know, and it was informative and I enjoyed going. How was your experience at PulseCon? Anyone who went?
I'll go. I went to all of it. And so it was really good. It was super cool. Just being able to meet different people that honestly weren't really Hexicans. Also, my dad is mowing right now. So if you can hear that in the background, I'm so sorry. But it was really cool. I learned a lot about NFTs in the music industry. And it was cool meeting like titans of the music industry at PulseCon as well. So they had some really great special guests. And then also the president of a former president of Netflix and Redbox was there. And he was super cool too. And his presentation was awesome. And then it was fun being able to see specific projects that are going to be on Pulse Chain too.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I really got a good vibe. And I think, you know, with what they were given and what happened, they really threw something together that was actually quite good. So it was good that everyone who could make it went. Lindsay, did you end up speaking? I know you were a speaker at the conference. Did you end up speaking, and how did it go?
No, actually, I didn't. I didn't speak for PulseCon. We were doing things with the XRPL community around those times, so work and fun and networking all in one good trip. But from what I heard, the speakers that came and presented, really a lot of valuable information was extracted. So I'm excited to see everything that's growing.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially in this bear market. I mean, it's so boring, and I've got some more stuff to talk about as we go on. I just wanted to get through another. So I know everyone might be excited, and just for everyone who's watching, you know, we want you to be part of these events. And hey, Frosty Dog. And, you know, we want you to experience the fun that we've experienced. Everyone's so welcoming. You're always going to have someone to talk to. So we've got the Hex birthday in December in California or San Diego. And then there is a Hex cruise next year, which is April 24th to April 28th. It's a Bahamas cruise. It's a 4-night cruise. The actual cruise itself is 4 nights, including accommodation and meals. And that is a set price. And for 2 people, it's you can get a decent room for under $1,000 US. So I can tweet out the link if anyone is interested, because, I mean, I know it's going to be a really awesome time as long as I don't have any hurricanes. But, and my heart goes out to Miami, but I was thinking I do not want to be there right now. But have a look. You can see what sort of accommodation, if you want to get accommodation. It's leaving from Fort Lauderdale, I believe. And I think it's just going to be amazing. All the KSB TV crew are going to be there. Kaylin's organising it. So Just Being Black Hexagon, she's organising it. And I believe she's even taking her family. So even if you want to take your family on an event like this, it's still an affordable thing, unless you've got to fly from the other side of the world, which like me. But yeah, is anyone of you ladies, look, I know, Serena, we've spoken about it and we're sort of talking about we'd like to go, but we're not definite yet. What about you ladies? What are you thinking?
Go Viber will be there.
Boat.
Same boat.
What, Lindsay? Sorry.
Go ahead, ladies.
I said, did you say same boat? Hop in.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'd have to take my family, but then I have my dogs and my fish and my cats at home. So it's still complicated.
It is.
That is going to be an event that we all want to be at. They have the award shows. they have the award show during that event, during that trip. So it's
They
something to look
do.
forward. I think it's going to be amazing. A lot of the Hexicans have stepped up, and they have been so active in the community. And like I always said, this is just the beginning, guys. We better set our foot straight and hard on the ground, because the ground is going to be shaking after the documentary comes out, and new people is going to come on board, which are always welcome. But it's going to be amazing for us as a small family right now to join and to enjoy this moment so special that create the foundation of what we're going to be doing for the next 15 years, at least for me. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to do math and see, to put away the money for the cruise, or to put away the money to put on poles or hex. That's what
Absolutely.
I have to be very careful with that. So for me, that I have a steady income, that I work, and I have to divide my expenses and everything. It's very important to be ready for when Pulse launches, now in 2 months, 2 weeks, or in 2 years. So
Well, even
Absolutely.
right now is a good time to DCA in as well.
Yeah.
Like now is the time to work the 2 jobs and throw the money at the things that you're going to be holding for a long period of time, because
Exactly.
it's near the bottom. There might be some more blood in the streets possibly, but now is the time to DCA in heavier than you normally would.
Yeah. And you know
Absolutely.
what? It's
Good
an event
point.
organized by Casey, so it's going to be an amazing event. It's worth your money. So that's what I'm looking forward. Sorry. Go ahead. Take it over, ladies. I talk. I should have
Yeah.
like a solo talk show, something like that.
You are wonderful. I would watch it. Absolutely.
Okay.
Same.
Comedy information.
So in the chat, I put the link to KSB TV, so you can nominate your favorite Hexicans for awards, and also look at the cruise, all the details of the cruise in there. So check that out. So Lindsay, you were saying you were interested in going?
Oh yeah, Viber will be there with bells on, probably. We're so excited.
Yeah. That's amazing. And Fashion Coda, you're going?
Yeah. I think so. My dad and I are talking about it, and I'm going to actually see if everyone in my family will come. And so you'll get all 4 or all 5 girls, and then my parents, hopefully.
Sounds awesome.
That's going to be something, you know what? The cruise is sold out, ladies and gentlemen, if Fashion Coder goes. So you bet your ticket now before, all the nice looking young men, book their trips.
Oh, I need to meet a nice looking young man. So.
I saw a bunch of them following you like little. I was like, wait a minute, why is he following her? So
he's younger than me, though. That's what I found out. I was like, oh, y'all are very young. Maybe I'm into younger men. Who knows?
Oh man!
I'm sure you'll find the man of your dreams. You're only young.
Sugar mama.
Away. Like, nope, not cute. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Yeah. You'll have a
for bachelor in Mexico. We're gonna do a bachelorette in Mexico. We'll put Fashion Coder there, and it was gonna be amazing. So producers, come on, move forward, move faster.
CZ, she loves this stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'll have her cover it tomorrow at our crypto and coffee in the morning, or maybe.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow, isn't it? Tomorrow morning your time.
Yep, tomorrow morning our time. Crypto and coffee on Twitter Spaces with CZ, and then live tomorrow night. So we should tune in and give her a good cheer, because you know what it's like turning on the camera for the first time live, and then having it be your own show too is like an extra. She's super brave in this bear market. We're super proud of her. So everybody tune in to DeFi Sexy Ladies tomorrow night and support her. She's she brought a lot of stuff together for this community for Las Vegas. So
absolutely. And do we have a link? For the DeFi Sexy Ladies coffee?
Yeah,
chat tomorrow.
Pop it in the chat.
Do you want to pop in the chat? Awesome. That sounds amazing. And yeah, CZ is definitely doing great things for our community. And I'll tell you, she put a real humdinger of a party together. It was amazing, as well as the Powered City. But that was the backbone of the whole event. 'Cause a lot of people sort of lost a little bit of faith in the conference. So CZ really held a lot together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was really good. Now I just want to speak, just a little bit quickly about we're also having a Melbourne meetup next weekend, which probably a lot of you don't live in Melbourne, but I wanted to tell you anyway. So the Melbourne meetup is at the Carlton Club in the Melbourne CBD at 3:30 next Saturday, the 8th of October, and we'll be in the Palms rooftop bar. So hopefully everyone can come and join us, have a few drinks, maybe have something to eat and talk crypto, which is our favorite thing. So it's going to be amazing. So come along. And if you need any more details, at me on Twitter, at Sammy Chica, either tweet at me or message me. No problems. Awesome. So there's been a big thing happening in crypto this month. And I don't know if you're all aware, but did you guys see the Ethereum merge and read all the news and see what's going on with that? How's everyone going with that? And, I just want to get everyone's thoughts and opinions. Richard hasn't come out and said much about it. So how's everyone feeling? Is everyone feeling positive about the new merge? And what's your experience with it so far?
So far, so good. I mean, we'll see. The future will only tell with adoption and perhaps expansion. So right now, everything else is speculative. But from what you see, like people are responding. So far, the system's responding, and that's all I got for now. That's all I know so far.
I feel like it's awesome because we get to see before Pulse Chain launches the possibility of what could happen. So it's good if you do want to test it out with a different wallet that's not connected to your SAC wallets or your bags. Just test it out. Buy some, play around with it. You can buy and hold. A lot of people are getting into it, but also it's super new. So don't throw a lot of money at it unless you know what you're doing. I don't, but if you want to get in, you can. It looks awesome.
It's it's now is the time to do some serious research and to instead of FOMOing into something, to perhaps where and compare it to where other projects may be at this time, because there's a lot going on in the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem. So it's just a small piece of the puzzle. Not financial advice, just interesting perspective.
No, absolutely. I'm hearing you all. I think I got a little bit excited about it actually. Being in a bear market, I've been hanging out in an ETH, a Hexon ETH POW chat group, and it's just been a lot of fun because we've been pumping. So just before we go ahead, I just wanted to discuss for everyone that didn't know about the Ethereum merge. So the Ethereum upgrade or merge, as being referred to, changed how new crypto transactions take place on the blockchain. So basically, Ethereum's electricity use is expected to drop by a whopping 99% post-merge, and that will upgrade and will move Ethereum from a proof of work system to a proof of stake system. So this will get rid of miners and instead use validators, people who stake, that is, lend out their holdings in Ethereum to keep the network secure and running. So basically, in simple language, they've upgraded the Ethereum network to proof of stake, and the old network is called the proof of work state. And actually, one gentleman did decide to fork it and call it the Ethereum proof of work fork, and that is really the old fork, which the miners still have to mine to keep the network running. So what we found is when we opened our wallets, we had a Ethereum proof of work network, as well as the original state of Ethereum network, which we'll call the proof of stake. And then there was also another Ethereum network called Ethereum Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard of Fair. Now, I haven't done much research on Fair, and I believe Justin's son was somehow involved in it. And I've more looked at the proof of work state, and I watched the developer speak about it, and I actually felt quite bullish about it. Now, And this is not financial advice, of course, and I'm not saying everyone go on and have a look, but do your research, connect. Maybe if you want to connect, do connect from that other wallet, because it's at your own risk. Now, Richard Hart has not said anything about the Ethereum merge, and then we have the copies. So what does this mean for Hexicans? Now, Hexicans got copies on both chains. So just like Pulse Chain, as Hexoan said, it's like a little glimpse of what Pulse Chain will look like. When Pulse Chain comes out, we will see the same kind of behavior in our wallet. So for Hexicans, this means a third copy. So we not only got the proof of stake copy, we've got now the proof of work copy, and we'll be getting the Pulse Chain copy. So that's 3 copies. And as I said, Richard Hart hasn't stated his opinion on this, but guess what, guys? Hex on proof of work chain is pumping. So the price now, it's gone up like a lot. I mean, Hexicans who got in when it just opened up, they were getting Hex like millions and millions and millions for like $100. Like it was just like a brand new chain. Oh wow! Thanks for the super chat, Casey. That's amazing. You're just way too generous. Thank you so much. So, I mean, look, I didn't do my research too much into how many X's it actually did, but it was basically like being an OG day one Hexican. You could get in that cheap. Like, it was ridiculous. And I didn't get in that cheap, unfortunately. But remember, guys, we've got copies. We got copies of this. So you can view your copies in the Icosa app. And if you do, I'm going to pop a link in the chat to our Hex. It's called the Hex on Ethereum W network. And any questions that you have, you can ask in that. Also, the pinned comments will show you where you can buy Ethereum proof of work, buy Hex on the ETHW chain, and things like that. Now, although there's bullish behavior on Twitter about Ethereum proof of work. However, there's a lot of people in regards to Hex proof of work, they're not sure. They haven't had guidance from Richard Hart. They don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. And I totally understand that. And for me, I use my own initiative. I like free money, and that's why I decided to play around with it. And I've actually had a great week in a bear market. When you see something pumping, it's actually quite exciting. And if Richard turns around and says this is absolute rubbish for this reason, that reason, I'm all ears. I'm happy to hear his opinion. And I will take that in, definitely on board, and look into it further. But so have you ladies managed to have a look? Did you find anything really cool on that work, either network, the ETH Power ETH Fair?
I'll let the expert talk about that. I don't know if
I haven't played around with it.
I to be honest with you, Sammy, like I was saying before, I am I maybe not have I don't have a budget like other people might have to be playing around. So for me, I play it safe. I do everything that Richard does. I follow his lead. He's my leader into my crypto
future husband.
He's my future husband. Look at this. But anyway, so if I have $10 and this is me, if I have $10 to buy milk and eggs, I'm not going to go to the store to buy candy. So I'm saving all my what I have to put into Hex, the classic Hex, or now eHex or Hex in Pulse. So that's what I'm doing particularly. It doesn't mean that I don't support other projects, which I think they're really good. And I was able to get some of the airdrops and cash that and put into Hex and got more T-shares, which I'm very proud of myself for doing that. But yes, there are many projects that are really good. You have to, if you can play around and experiment with more things, fantastic. For me, that I'm new at this, I rather concentrate on, practicing and mastering, the testnet for Pulse Chain, seeing some of the projects that are done by Hexicans that are tied to Hex, and maybe look into the ETH. Like you say, I got copies of it, so I guess I'm part of it as well without having to sacrifice, what I'm saving for Pulse. So,
Absolutely, Georgia. And you know what? The bear market is a great time to learn. And you basically got the best leader in the house. Like Richard Hart is the smartest dude in crypto. Like
yeah,
you're in the right place at the right time. And you know what? We've got basically a couple of years to position ourselves and set ourselves up for success in the next bull market. Because you
yeah,
can have crypto, you can buy it low, but time in the market is another thing that's very, very difficult. And even Richard Hart says himself, this is an expert, extraordinary talent, and psychic. He finds it hard to time the market. So, yeah, it's a whole new level. But we have 2 years, ladies, to position ourselves. And
yeah.
airdrops, oh my God, we have had so more airdrops than anyone I know. I mean, we've got what? Hedron. If you staked your Hedron, you'd have ICOSA. You have the wait token. If you haven't claimed that, you wait. If you sacrifice a Pulse and Pulse
I did
X,
it. I did. I did that,
you
and that's
did?
what I got my.
So did
That's
I.
what I did. Yeah. So I guess I did
I didn't
something
want to
good,
wait
guys.
any longer. I didn't want to wait any longer. Hey, JFK, thanks for the $5. What'd you say?
Thank you.
Carrera and Sammy need Richard to become a Mormon so he's able to have multiple wives.
Of course, I have no issue with that. I'll follow him. I'll cook, ladies. You clean, I'll cook. Doesn't matter.
Cool.
He
It's
deserves as
bet.
many wives as he wants, guys.
You're on.
Look at how he's giving all of us. So he can have as many. Richard, if you're looking at this, if you're watching this, I'm okay. I'll be number one. I'll be the OG. There's only one
Sounds
OG.
awesome, Georgia. Can't wait. Um, yeah, so what were we talking about? Sorry.
I don't know, Richard. We're talking about the projects and the tokens and things like that.
Yeah, all
That's
the
a lot of people who identify with me too. There's a new Hexicans, new people getting into crypto. So we have a little bit. There's always someone who identifies with our story. So that's what
Always
I'm
be
trying to do.
onboarding. And if you can, make content, because somebody out there needs to hear your message, regardless of how boring you think you are. Somebody's going to still connect with you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. There's new people
Yeah.
coming, guys. When the documentary comes, it's gonna come. Like, we're not gonna be able to handle so many people. So
Yeah.
everybody's welcome. New content. If you want to start from zero, what it takes, how do you stake, and things like that, feel free to do it, because we need it, and we need different languages too.
Absolutely. And we're talking about airdrops. I'm so sorry. So we have got so many airdrops and we're going to get more. I was just actually watching Money Gang Crypto brought out a video saying that on PulseX alone, we're going to have a lot of airdrops. So, I mean, we had Pulse Doge. What else do we have? Pulse Doge and Gnosis Safe. So Staker app actually got a airdrop for anyone that uses Staker app to stake their hex. I don't. I've interacted with it, but I've never staked from it. But I believe if you go to Staker app Twitter, there's also a airdrop for Staker app. I mean, this is just the beginning. We haven't even launched yet, and we're getting these airdrops. I know for me, these airdrops have been amazing. I'm just so thankful.
That's the importance of the T-shares. That's the importance of the T-share, guys. Staking your hex.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I just heard Wendy's Pretendies on Cabana's show, and he said unless you have a ton of money or a big bag, which 99% of people don't even bother trying to provide liquidity or play around with timing the market. Just stake it, because you're going to make more staking it than doing any other games.
Yeah.
That's a special situation that if you are in the situation where, like Georgia said, milk, butter, or candy, that staking is that delayed gratification method that we're also in love with, because we see the benefit on the other side of it. But those are the ones that that's such a common message throughout the Mexican community, is like reaching those people that want the candy,
Yeah, absolutely. You're so right. And free money, when I get the free airdrops, I literally can't understand why my friends and family are not into crypto. I mean, free money. I mean, I work hard for my money and I've worked hard for a long time. I mean, I'm getting on. free money to me is like, wow, I can afford that holiday, or it's to a family, it's amazing. To a young person, you could always swap it for Hex.
Not only that, guys, I got more money out of the free airdrops than I got from my membership, my executive membership at Costco, for the last 10 years. So I don't know about you, but I got more money from the airdrops than from the membership. And I have to pay for the membership. So, it's good. Stake your Hex.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So basically, back quickly just to ETH W. So basically, so Maddie Allen has basically been very involved in Tangent. Hey guys, if you're watching, they've been very active within our community, and Maddie Allen's basically got heaps of videos out. He's got on ETH Pow, and ETH Fair, and how to look at your Hex stakes on ETH W. So if you're interested, have a look at Maddie Allen's videos before you go. But look, with
Tangent
this Ethereum,
also has the Telegram that you can go into, which they talk about all of that. So if you read through, you can probably read through the safety aspect, what to do, where to connect, and I'll have all that stuff. Are you a part of Tangent's ETH?
Yeah. And I put the link. I put the link in the chat too. I put the link in the chat.
Nice. That's really good.
But yeah, look, Hex has already gone up. I believe Maddie said, I don't know, it was 2.43 or 243x from when it first took off. But basically what it means, if it does ever get to parity or even 1 cent, that's more free money. So, if anyone's got any questions, I'm happy to answer that chat, Tangent's chat. We're all in there, and happy to answer questions. If you do want to buy Hex on Ethereum, you can go to kyberswap.com. If you want to buy ETH Power, you can go to changenow.io, and that information is also in the chat. So let's have a look at price, guys. What do you think about this price action? We're seeing Hex basically do its usual thing of sliding along. And I believe it's around about the 0.34. So yeah, Hex is just doing its Hex thing. Hex often slides sideways, and there's nothing wrong with sideways action. I would rather go sideways than go down.
Right.
So obviously there's a lot going on in the world at the moment. We've got a war crisis, we've got a UK pound crisis,
Hurricane.
I have a hurricane crisis. I don't really watch the news for that reason. It's just depressing. You put it on, but I'm not, and I already know that the markets aren't doing well. And I don't know about you ladies, but over here interest rates have risen this year for probably, I don't know, the second or third time. And I don't think they're slowing down. Next year we're going to see more rises. So it means extra money for home buyers on their mortgage. So obviously that's
Yep, everything.
Yep. Interest rates are going up. Pay your shit off now if you can.
Did you see the US dollar chart? It's like this. Like, it's fully, if you look at everything else, even every other dollar is like sideways, that looks really crappy. And the US dollar is just like bang.
Our politicians are the worst.
Well, what can you do?
We can't do shit.
Yeah, this is going on before you were even a thought in your parents' mind.
Yeah, like hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Speaking of politicians, do you guys want to see some stickers? Some funny stickers?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Let me grab them 1 sec. Okay. Hold on, my lighting is ass, but can you guys see this?
Oh, I saw them at the gas station. You know what? I was just putting gas after charging my truck with $100. I saw the stickers.
Was it Biden saying I did that?
No, this is dumbass Trudeau.
Trudeau.
Yeah.
That guy. Oh man.
I fucking hate him so bad.
So bad.
I bought you know those like fuck Trudeau flags?
Yeah.
There was this place I went to and they had a whole bunch on sale and I bought like 40 of them or something. And I
Oh
have
my
like
God.
a sticker on my car that says fuck Trudeau. Yeah, oh my God. He's such a bitch.
Well, I understand. You got every reason to be upset.
They
And
all are. All the leaders. Look what
without
they're doing
without
to everybody.
like,
Look
too
at this
much.
stupid face. Wait, this one right here. Don't you want to punch him?
I totally understand. Look, it's how we feel all over the world. We're going through, a massive changes in the world, and it's understandable to feel frustrated because we feel helpless to a point. And we see the economy is like just drowning. Well, for me, our dollar is usually around about $1.30, $1.40. Now it's like $1.50. So if you guys come to Australia from the US, you'll be like rich. All your money is like worth 1.5, and like everything's around about the same price here. So, but yeah, I mean, just watching everything crumble. I mean, I don't think I expected less after the pandemic, lockdowns, loss of productivity. We knew that we were in for a bit of a rough time. I don't think it's over yet. I think that next year we're going to continue to see rate rises, and it's not slowing down. But Richard Hart did say that eventually rate rises will cease or slow right down, and money will come back into crypto. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's just something we've got to wait for. And thanks, Tea Time. Thanks for your generous super chat. That's amazing. And again, you got another one.
Five time.
He's throwing money at us.
Yeah. Thank you.
You see?
That's awesome. Thanks so much. Yeah, so there's a lot of
like everything, we're going through a bumpy road right now, and isn't that history? Isn't that what happens with history?
Any civilization in history, if you look back at all the empires, Roman, Egyptian, they all inflated the money way too much until their economy broke. It happens every single time. China, I mean, we're all headed that direction. We are not responsible enough as human beings to take care of everybody else, because apparently most people should not have a lot of money or power because they don't take care of everybody else. Imagine if they thought about it and they're like, hey, instead of throwing people's lives away for money, why don't I get the people on my side instead? Think of if an entire nation is on the side of a leader because they care about them, how much more you'll be able to get done. How do you not think about that? It's worth more than all the money in the world. How are they not there yet?
Because it's money, power is money, and conflict is money. That's why,
It's all about control.
I was talking today in one of the Twitter spaces. I'm not an expert in politics. I don't like politics, but I'm not stupid. I kind of no, this is what I think is going on. But anyway, talking about Hex, let's go back to Fashion Coder. Tell us what you're doing. Why was Richard so happy to hear your question? Tell me, what's going on with your life, young lady?
Yeah, so I am not making a project. Let me first come out and say that. I did look into it.
You heard it here first, guys. You heard it at Discord Syndicate.
Yes, and so I did look into it a little bit, but I realized that it's not worth my time, and it's not really what I want to be doing with my time. And so I am not making an oracle, but I'm glad that I asked him that question because he gave a great answer and said that an oracle does need to be used, but it doesn't really, and that also PulseX could somewhat be an oracle. And so, long story short, I think it's being taken care of. But yeah, I'm not doing my own project.
You see, there you have it. Exclusive here.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm not doing an oracle. Yeah. Let's say that. I'm not doing an oracle as my project.
That's all right, because you're so young and so talented. We just can't wait for the next exciting thing that you are going to do, and we can't wait to hear all about it.
Oh, well, thanks, Tammy. I'd love to talk a little bit more about the ETH merge because I think there's some important technical parts of it that actually are super easy to understand, but they're not really talked about. Can I go into that just a little bit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I love this subject, so I'm glad. Go ahead.
Okay, awesome. So proof of stake is a part of the consensus layer of a blockchain. And basically what that means is it's these different nodes, which are like computers or servers that are talking to each other. And then from that, it just like makes these agreements and rules within a blockchain. So it's great. It's the rule book. So proof of stake goes along with that. Proof of work does as well. So as I was looking through Ethereum's documentation, the only thing they changed was their consensus layer. They didn't change their execution layer. So what that means for us, for Pulse Chain, is Richard Hart talked about it in one of his videos that he wanted to see how Ethereum was doing their consensus layer, so he could see, if the developers could find different bugs through it, as well as just, what are they doing. And so the fact that it launched before Pulse Chain launched was a good thing because Richard wanted to take the opportunity to see what they did. So that is all within the consensus layer. And I'm sure they did some fixes and changes in their execution layer. But as of right now, it's the same as what the proof of work was. So moving forward, it honestly gives Pulse Chain such an advantage because as they do move forward, they're in a spot where they're already like iterating on Binance Smart Chain as well as Ethereum, that they're making Pulse Chain bigger and better than those. And anyways, it's like the best of both worlds. So I've had a lot of people ask me questions of, why didn't Pulse Chain launch? Like, does this affect the launch? Do people not want to use Pulse Chain now that ETH 2.0 came out? And honestly, like, it's a good thing that it did come out. And as I looked through documentation, all they did was change it to proof of stake, which, I mean, that is a lot, but they only changed one layer. They changed the consensus layer and they didn't change the execution layer.
That's amazing, Fashion Code. It looks like you've really been looking into it and you've got a great grasp and a great understanding of what's going on. And thanks for explaining us. Some of us don't do that extensive research. I know that there was talk on the proof of stake network that there is some security issues and some censorship of block issues. Would you understand or have you read anything along the lines of that or can explain that a bit more?
Is that within the proof of stake?
Yeah, within the proof of stake.
Oh, interesting. I actually don't know much about that. If anyone else does, you can take the floor. But that's interesting. I'll have to go in and look that up.
Yeah, that's all right. If you're in the ETHW, Hexon ETHW Telegram, that was in there. I actually saw it, which made me think, well, if there is security issues, people are not going to be happy with that. The last thing they want is their privacy obscured. But I don't know how bad it is, or I haven't looked into it enough to see if it's actually a problem. But I mean, Vitalik's pretty smart, and he'll be able to fix any issue that comes along. But I don't think that necessarily means the old Ethereum is going to die either. I mean, we've seen, with the coin that actually came out. So the old Ethereum called Ethereum W, proof of work. Now that was before it even came out. It was selling to up as much as $140 US as an IOU. So even though it hadn't launched, it had already sold at $140. So we saw this coin come right down, and I believe it was around about $4 at its low last week, and it was only a few days old. So it came right down as we speak. It's sitting at $11.83. So look, I still something to believe in. Like I don't know if I'd go ape into it, but it's definitely something to take a look at. Now, if you do want to have a look at prices on the ETHW network, CoinGecko have listed Hex on the ETHW network, and also Hedron on the ETHW network. So you can search that on Google. And Dex Screener, if you have a look at the app Dex Screener, that will show you Hex on WEF. And so we're sitting at 0.001371, which to me, I mean, that's still we've got what liquidity, $63,000. The market cap's at 798.2 million. Is that right? Maybe. So it's actually getting some traction. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. So it's gone up. We've seen it get to 0.002. Hex took 1 year to get to 1 cent. So this is only a week old. So check it out. It's on Dex Screener. Check out the Telegram group. I want to. If you've got free money, ladies, I want to see you getting it. If you have any questions about security and anyone in chat, ask away. Ask away, and then we'll wait for Richard's thoughts on it and see what he says about it. But you're right, Fashion Coder. He's got that advantage now to see what happened or what's gone with the Ethereum merge, and he can get that knowledge and tweak a few things to make it even better than what it was going to be. And don't get me wrong, even though I'm really enjoying ETHW in this bear market, I'm so excited for Pulse. I love Pulse, and I'm totally like all for Pulse. Like, it's going to be my thing. I'm providing liquidity on the Pulse chain testnet for all the different pairs that are available on the Pulse exchange. Is anyone else doing the same thing?
I'm practicing a lot on the testnet. It's simple enough for me to be able to use it, and to go around. And yes, I've done a bunch of things with the testnet. I don't want to risk it, to be honest, even though it's make-believe money, but it's still, I've been playing around, and it's pretty simple for me to be able to handle it. I don't know about you ladies that have a lot more money. Serena, what are you doing with the testnet?
I honestly have not
You're a
done.
millionaire, like Richard said. You're a millionaire. What have you been doing?
I honestly have not been doing shit because I've been in the middle of a move. So I have not been like playing around with anything, just leaving my stuff and not worrying about it right now. So yeah.
Just let it grow.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
much,
a
yeah.
What
beautiful
about
guys.
you, Lindsay, you're a full-time crypto. Do you get into liquidity pools, provide liquidity? Have you gone on Staker app and looked at the liquidity pools that are available to farming?
I do more like structured, like almost like holistic planning with that, instead of I'm not into like the trader pools, the quick liquidity, the flipping, the flopping. It's that's not my pace. That's Adam's pace for sure. That's our CEO.
Really?
It's his pace. He's so tight with that. That's the one you want to talk to. For that. For me,
Yeah, look.
More like I'm more of your intro to crypto coach. Like your helping hand mapping out your millionaire plan. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to babysit millionaires and teach you how to keep your millionaires dollars in your millions of cryptos.
No, absolutely. The reason the reason I'm sort of a bit interested in providing liquidity is I was talking to a friend in Vegas who's also another Aussie, and he was telling me that you can actually make decent money providing liquidity. So ever since I sort of spoke to him, I've been looking, and I mean, if you can make, he was making 1% a day in providing liquidity. So when I say like that, that's actually quite good money. Depending on how much you can put into these pools, you can make some decent money.
Don't be wrong. Like it's not if you know what you're doing, it's a good there's no shame in that game. You better dip in. You can pick up an ETH, you can swap it overnight. Like with a Hedron pumped, I flipped 10 quants up to 141. Like no brainer. Look at it. So
nice.
That's where I'm bringing, that's where that comes in. It's fun. But you have to know what you're doing, and you can't do it with real money, so to speak. Let's just throw it out there as real money, because some people separate that as like real money and fun money, candy money or bread money.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's why, I think, obviously these bear markets are long, they're enduring. They can go for, a few years, and we still need to make money, and providing liquidity is the way. Now, So I got a little bit excited. I thought, I'm going to learn how to do it. I'm going to do it. And then I heard the boys talk, the Aussie boys, and I'm like, oh my God, are they like speaking Greek? Or, what's going on here? But I mean, there is just so much to learn, and so if you want to move forward, it's another side of cryptocurrency you can learn about to make money. And I know there's also risks involved and like providing ratios. So there's ratios you've got to set. So you provide 2 pairs usually, and you've got to select about the same amount of both pairs, so both sides. So you might have $300 a hex, $300 a USDC. You've got to set a low ratio at what the lowest you'd sell it for and the highest. If that actually gets to one of those prices, you've got to reset the ratios. You might end up with more of one pair. So there's so much to more to learn. It can be really complicated, but I think if you've got
Crypto
2 years,
Kool-Aid told me you have your strip club bar, and if you spend all your money at the strip club, you can't play at the bar.
True.
And I was like, okay, that's great. Yeah.
That's so true. But I think if you got 2 years to kill, like really 1.5, 2 years, that's something that I'm really going to be looking into. So when I went on the test net, if you go to the PulseX exchange, you can see farming, and you'll see the pairs. You'll see Pulse Chain and PulseX. You'll see USDC and something else. You'll see the incentive token and something else. So if you don't have all those coins in your wallet, Georgia, so you're saying you don't have to be rich to play around. You can go and get some on the PulseX exchange, or there's a force that you can actually get coins.
Yeah.
So what you can do is when you bring it up, it'll say get these kind of pairs. So you'll go and it'll take you to the exchange part, and you'll get those coins both. You'll have enough to trade, and then on the PulseX testnet, all you have to do is basically provide them to the pool and sit. There's a little button that says harvest. And you can see, you go in there and you press harvest and you see it come out. And this fake money is comes out like 20 grand or something. It's like, wow, I wish it was real. But I mean, obviously that's not going to be anything like it will be when it comes out. But, the ease of providing liquidity on the testnet is amazing. And if it was like that in real life, I mean, it'd be a really good way to look at maintaining that income even over a bear market. But I mean, that's something I'm definitely looking at learning. And, once I get into it, I'll be sharing my knowledge with you ladies. And hopefully, you might be able to share some with me, because it's not the easiest thing to learn in the world. But who knows? You got to start somewhere. Crypto, you're always learning. Never stop learning,
It's, yeah, that is absolutely correct. Every day is a new thing. Every day is a new project. Like you said, I'm playing with the testnet because I am, I don't have, my brain doesn't work that fast as it used to. So I choose my battles. If I'm going to give it all my energy, I'm going to do it with something that from the beginning, Richard put out a project, I am supporting 100%, and that's what I'm going for. And obviously supporting some other. If you give me free money, I'm there. Hey, I'm your cheerleader, guys. I'll take the free money and run and buy more hex. That's what I'll do. Sorry, I have to be honest with you. And the free t-shirts too. But anyway, there's so many projects like Liquid Loans, the Power City, the Mintra, hex. There's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of work, and yep. So we're here to learn.
Hey, Jay-Z, thank you so much for that generous super chat. You and your beautiful wife are just
Where's
absolutely
Zizi?
amazing.
I want to see Zizi. Where is she at? She's having,
Never
the
stop
first
giving.
live. She's having her first live DeFi Sexy Ladies this Saturday. She does coffee, like Lindsay said, coffee, crypto and coffee and crypto and coffee. And then I'm sure she's going to do the after dark. I'm a fan of, I'm there all the time. I don't know what I'm doing, but I have nowhere to go on Friday and Saturday nights. So you'll find us there after the live shots, the live DeFi Sexy Ladies. So it's going to be fun.
Tomorrow
That's
night,
awesome.
10 p.m.
And
Central.
you're doing something on Sunday too? Are you doing anything?
Oh yeah, Sunday morning.
Oh, I saw something like that.
Oh yeah, Sunday morning, easy like Sunday morning, vibing with Vibra, episode number 1001 at 11 a.m. The kickoff is going to be 11:11. You got to let it flow. It's a kickoff episode to welcome women in crypto to come and share their story, because they're, like Hex Siren said, there is a relatability in all of us, and your story is different than mine. And I want to just give women a platform to come and share that. And Twitter Spaces seems like a great place to do it, because I get to chill in my jammies, or I can film and we'll see where the day takes us. But you're going to kick it off, and I encourage you to come and listen. And for the men that are always asking, how do we get more women into crypto? How do we get more women into hacks? This is how you put it on, and you put it in the room so she can listen to smart women having smart conversations. And you can learn about liquidity pools and slippage and all of the things that you talk about next to her. Get her excited by encouraging her by just a little bit of. So you never know. You never know whose voice is going to come across that screen and find some piece of, oh, hey, I want to know more. Like the conversations that we have, I get to have conversations with you ladies. I'm so lucky. And I want to be able to share these things with everybody else. So anyway, I won't take up too much more time on that, but that's what
you can, Lindsay, anytime. I love hearing it.
Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Twitter Spaces. Please join us at Vibra Finance. It's the at Vibra Finance right underneath my name there, is hosting the space for us. I will be co-hosting with CZ and Laney and LJ, and I invite everyone here to please come and share your crypto story, share your money story. I feel like that's an important story to share too. Something really relatable. What's your money story? Were you born out of scarcity mindset? Were you born in an abundance mindset? Have you been through that walk from scarcity to abundance? Are you that's
so good? I really enjoy that subject too, Lindsay. And I think when you meet someone, especially in our community, you remember that about them. That where they came from. Were you born like J-Lo, or like Jenny from the block, or were you born with a golden spoon in your mouth? I love those stories. I love hearing where people came from. And I love people who've gone into crypto and came from nothing and are now just freaking filthy loaded. Nothing makes me more happy in my heart to see people just get totally lucky and filthy rich off crypto, or really anything, but usually it's crypto.
They pay it forward. What? The energy that's surrounded and, that surrounds you you are what you're surrounded by, right? So it's awesome to get out there in these communities, meetings, and get that same vibe back, the same energy, that flow of getting out there and doing more, spreading that good word, spreading that love, that positive energy. It's infectious. Sounds like
absolutely.
Run around, hug trees, and collect rocks and stuff, but I do those things because they make this world a better place. So
something that I've noticed lately, that it's so amazing. When I first came into the Hexican community, there was a lot of friction and rejection about other communities, but lately we've been merging. We've been being welcomed to several communities. We have a lot of communities that come and join. We have a group. CZ created a group for ladies, the Lady Crypto Army, or I'm sorry, CZ, if I'm saying it wrong. I don't want to be looking for it right now. But she created a group on Twitter, and it's over almost 100 people, 100 women within, the crypto community from different communities who are getting stronger. You know what happened when women
ladies of crypto, and there's 75 people in there.
Yes, and this is now. Imagine after Sunday, there are going to be a lot more. But and then we have, personally myself, I don't know anything about NFTs, but I know the communities are very strong and they support each other. So I want to shout out to the Ape Reunion community, because they allow me to be part of their community, and they open the mic. It doesn't matter the language. I got to talk to a group from China 2 nights ago. It was a group of 30 people, and I was able to talk about Hex. You know how that is for me? amazing because I believe that we can all help each other. And guess Pulse Chain is going to be a chain that NFTs are going to be welcome. I know my dear Richard Hart thinks different, but I think no matter what, if we can make them look our way and see that we're good people, that we have an incredible project and we support our, our project and our product, it's fantastic for them. So thank you very much, guys, from the Ape Reunion community for welcoming me and other. And there, some of them coming to listen to us when we're in Twitter Space. So it's fantastic. I call her Lady Hex. Look, guys, that's the 555
Cute.
NFT, and it's Lady Hex. I got her 5555 Lady Hex for the Ape community. So I'm very happy. Thank you, guys. I
Oh,
appreciate
that's
it.
amazing.
And you're welcome
That's
to
amazing.
come to us.
And can I ask, Georgia, the people you spoke to from China, are they actually physically in China talking about
Yes, they are
crypto?
all over the world. Yes, they are all over the world. They're physically in China. A lot of people from Thailand. They were speaking. This is funny. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I see, the characters for Asian. I'm obsessed with Asian everything. So I went in. I was like, I'm gonna listen to them. I just wanted to be different. I had my picture, and I was like, it was full of apes, and just me. And all of a sudden, because I was following one of the people that follows me, and I follow them. It was a long story. I'll tell you later on in another broadcast. I tell you how I end up with this community. And they invited me to speak, and I say, Lord, what do I know in Chinese? She she. I know Korean because I've been watching a lot of the soap operas, so I can probably say one or two words in Korean. But Chinese, I don't know much. So I went in and I say, I love Chinese food. I'm a Mexican and I come in peace. I'm a Mexican and I come in peace. I'm gonna do a t-shirt. Trademark, hashtag I'm a Mexican and I come in peace. That's mine. I'm gonna put t-shirts, hats, everything, so we can go and try to welcome people to our community. That's what I'm doing. I might
Awesome.
not know
That's
much
awesome,
about
Georgia.
NFTs, but I know that
Isn't
they're listening to what I have to say, so it's fantastic.
isn't cryptocurrency banned in China?
I have no idea, but they managed to do it. You know what? Let me tell you something. My family is in Argentina, right? And you know how strict laws in Argentina are regarding crypto. Well,
Yeah.
there's
Are
always
they?
exceptions to the rules. If you know how to work around things, you can. My name is not Georgia. Just kidding. Just in case of Argentinian people is watching. But anyway, there's always a way around, guys. Come on. There's
Yeah.
technology. If they're in crypto, I'm sure they
Yeah.
know how to go around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Look, I would imagine you're probably right, Sally. But yeah, I just thought it's weird that they'd be talking in spaces from China because, I mean, I don't know if some countries, even if you talk about some cryptocurrency, like it
they're
may be
artists.
against.
I don't know, guys. You proved me wrong. I'm new at this. I was in a group with Chinese people talking about crypto. Guess what?
Yeah, we definitely want to reach the Asian market either way. I mean, they even have their own TikTok. We got TikTok. They actually have their own Asian TikTok that's absolutely massive. Like, if you knew how
Imagine
to
if
like,
I'll be talking to guys like when I talk in Tinder, they're not Asians. They're actually from Nigeria, from Africa. Damn it! I thought I was talking to Chinese people and they're actually from Nigeria. Damn it! Doesn't
yeah,
matter. They're all welcome.
we all get them. Don't welcome those ones, Georgia. Never welcome those ones. Yeah, so basically, talking about people's groundings, how they were born, it's a very interesting subject. And I think, why I get so excited about Hex and Pulse and Richard Hart is because, and I know you love him so much, Georgia, and because he is making the average human wealthy. I mean, when I was in Vegas, I met more than 5 people who retired off of their Hex investment. Now I haven't. I'm still working, just for clarification. A lot of people did really, really well. And I also met a few people. I could count them on one hand, but there's a few people that could possibly be billionaires over the next bull run. Now, I mean, credit to Richard Hart or credit to them for picking something that's good at the right time. I don't know. But hearing stories like that, you don't read about that. Like it's something, that's why I feel so passionate about Richard. And his work. His work basically, his extraordinary talent for crypto, the way he sees the future of crypto, the way he calls out Celsius and Luna, because he knows the drill. He knows his stuff. He's so educated and informed on cryptocurrency. It has some sort of gift that he can just do amazing things. And we've seen the proof. I mean, I've seen with my eyes people retired, people getting rich, people going to be billionaires. I've seen it. And I've got so much faith in our community and the future of this ecosystem. And we're just so lucky to be here. I rather feel sorry for the people that haven't found Richard Hart, or were the black sheeps who followed all the haters and said horrible things about him and have missed out on the opportunity because they wanted to run their mouths. Maybe not feel sorry for them, sort of feel a little bit sucked in for them. But like, we are moving forward in this zone, and we are like full steam ahead. Like there's great things going to happen for us, and that's all the vibe, in Vegas.
It is incredible what's going on. Richard Hart goes beyond his vision goes beyond crypto. You don't think about it. When you were in Vegas, you saw a crew of 5-6 people working on a project because they were following Hexicans who are there because of Richard Hart. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's like it's beyond crypto. It's going to be part of history. It's going to be part of the future of our generation, because it doesn't go beyond. It's our generation who's going to be part of this amazing thing that Richard Hart is creating. And it's going to be all positive things, like the jobs that are being produced because everybody wants Hex, the documentary, the blockchains, developers who are being hired to work in projects. It is a chain reaction of good things coming from Richard. He's the one who originates all this. So if you ask me, of course I'm going to be supporting Richard Hart 100%. And I don't care how many times they tell me, oh, stop talking about Richard. Guess what? I am not. I look like Johnny Chaos. Guess not. Too bad for you. I give you audience, I give you contents, and I'm going to talk about Richard as much as I want. You like it or not. As simple as that. Do I sound like him in a nice way? Sorry, guys. I have to say.
A little bit. And back to Richard Hart and NFTs. Richard Hart has always said all along he doesn't like NFTs. And Richard is usually right, like 98% of the time. Now, I know we have members in our community, like you lovely ladies. Some of you may like NFTs and are involved in communities that are really heavily involved in NFTs. I personally, I don't like them because I believe Richard has a point. And I just wanted to bring up for the record, Logan Paul, who was a famous child star on TikTok, and then YouTuber. He was a YouTuber, TikToker, and then now he's a fighter. He does celebrity fighting. He's very popular. He's young. So basically, there was a tweet from Wall Street, and he's basically said Logan Paul paid $623,000 for an NFT, and now it's worth $10. And this is not the first story I've heard this happening. I don't know if I can share. Now, I don't want to share it on my internet because they'll knock me off. But I don't know if you can see that. That's the NFT that he bought.
I'm saving all the people. I'm saving all the monkeys. Come over to Paul's chain. We'll take care of you guys.
An NFT or over what it should have been, and the value of it much less now. But like, there's utility behind some of them, so I think that's kind of important too. That to throw it out there, like NFT is kind of like it's a blanket term. What do you think, Fashion Color? Serena, Georgia, you guys it's not just like JPEGs. Oop, yeah, whatever. I can snap a pic and put it on my phone and be like, I got an NFT on my profile too. I am an avatar. Like, you can turn yourself into an avatar. You can turn yourself into an NFT if you want to. There's the job, right?
Yeah. Depends what it is, right? But most of them are
what it is. They're
stupid, so.
I'm not gonna spend much on an NFT, but
no,
they're there.
So that's important. They're not just a party ticket. They're not just a sticker. They're not just another date. Like they're not just an image from some of them. So it's important to differentiate the two of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
And absolutely, Lindsay, I didn't want to, like, even though I'm actually laughing because, it's actually laughable that people are losing so much money. And
Right?
so, but on the other side, there is another side of it, and there's a business side of it. And there's, as you said, there's a use case that you guys are seeing in your communities and your work maybe. And I'm not putting that down. I'm saying it does exist. And I've seen where my mates make some really decent money on NFTs. So I'm not saying like you just shouldn't do it. If you can make money of it, I'd be doing it. But I'm so cautious of these things. And every time I see something like that, I'm reminded of when Richard's like, no fucking thanks, because that's what he says in NFT. But it just reminds me that I just don't understand the concept of something that can be an artwork that's supposed to be original on the blockchain. It doesn't work for me. I just can't comprehend that.
Yeah, and because it's stupid. So of course you're too smart to even waste your time trying to wrap your head around that. So of course it doesn't make sense. You're smart. She knows what's up. She's not gonna waste her time.
Poor thing. Fashion Coder, go. We're gonna like talk forever. Go, girl. Go,
you're
girl.
good.
Go
So at PulseCon with NFTs, so I don't own any NFTs. I totally agree with you, Sammy. I think that they're very interesting when it comes to just owning some picture that's digitized. But when the people from the music industry were talking about them, they're actually going to be really useful for music. So you could pay for an NFT and it could get you an exclusive song with a specific artist. And they were talking about using NFTs for experiences. And so I got to interview one of the drawers for Rick and Morty, and they're going to be introducing NFTs with Rick and Morty. And what they'll do is, like, say you buy a specific NFT, you might be able to like access exclusive blooper scenes or an exclusive episode. And so even though like right now I think NFTs are very dumb, just to like be real, but if they have a use case, like like being able to buy this NFT and then you get a special extra episode of Rick and Morty, or you get to hear an exclusive song from a specific artist, or you get to go backstage because you bought the NFT through this specific artist. I think that adds a lot of utility, even though it is, the music industry, but I think there is utility through other ones. But as I heard them talk about these different things, I was like, okay, wait, like if I had a specific artist that I really liked and they were going to be coming to my city, I would want to buy an NFT so I could get, the backstage pass, the personal time with them. And so I think it's interesting that people are starting to make experiences out of NFTs.
Oh, that's just like the first wave of it too. There are other cryptos are out there that are tied. NFTs are watermarks on your t-shirt. So think about that, because every time that watermark is printed, that's an NFT, a unique non-fungible token that's going out there in the world, and it's produced by one company. Like, that's really all these cryptos are at the end of the day, right? We're just looking at companies and services, products and services that come off these companies. So,
and you know what? If they're gonna be using a blockchain, I'm there to tell them that Pulse Chain is their place to be. So that's my goal to going into the NFT communities. I don't know much. I think it's fun. I liked it, and I think it's a good way to reach out to other communities than just the Hexican community. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've all got our own thoughts on NFTs. Who knows what will become of them? The future will only tell. And I don't own. I think I do actually have 2 NFT, but when I bought the Richard Hart dolls, we got an NFT to claim those dolls when they come online. They're not getting printed or made until Pulse Chain launches. So that's the only. And actually, Tangent sent me an NFT, which is really lovely. It's a Hex NFT, and that was all free. I've never paid for an NFT. So yeah. So another thing I wanted to bring up, And thank you again so much for coming. It's always so good to see you, especially after Vegas. Like, it was just amazing. Hex Siren has said her internet's playing up and she has dropped off. It was good to see you, Hex Siren. If she's still watching, we love you and we'll miss you. Thank you for coming on the show. So Richard Hart recently tweeted out a Watcher Guru article. So it basically was saying that it's been a year since Hex has reached its all-time high of 51 cents. Algorithmic-based cryptocurrencies predict ServiceGov Capital has predicted that Hex might reach $1 in September 2024. This is 2 years from now and has predicted that the crypto will mostly remain on the back foot in 2023. So they're predicting basically next year it's going to slide, doing what Hex does is that sideways caterpillar motion. They reckon in 2024 it might hit that dollar. Now, they're also saying this is government capital. And if you want to read this article, Richard Hart tweeted over the last few days, so just go on his Twitter and you can check it out. So they basically said that government capital has also predicted that Hex could reach the milestone of $2 sometimes in July in 2026. Hex was arguably the only asset that doubled in price approximately every 48 days between 2020 and 2021, and Hex doubled in price 13 times. Look, it's just an article. It's not advice. But I know for me, my thoughts on it were, well, it's what, 0.34 cents now. Imagine making, 96.6 cents for every dollar I put in. That's amazing. If this came true. Also, the whole market has gone decline, and as Hex Siren said, we could still see the market bottom out. We've got other things in crypto. We've got the worries of the world. We could see the market still bottom out, but usually it's in November. It will be 1 year to the last Bitcoin all-time high. So 1 year down, 2 years across, and 1 year up. So basically, we will be looking next year. We're most probably at a sideways year. However, and I don't know if this article writer realized this, that Pulse Chain's launching. So when Pulse Chain launches, we're going to have something different. We're going to have our own ecosystem where we've got the double chains. If anything like ETH, if Pulse Chain starts at zero, we're going to see everyone rush in and try and buy that cheap Hex, which, I don't know if we'll see that. I really don't know if we'll see that really cheap Hex. So when Pulse Chain launches, there will be people that want to buy Hex on Pulse. There'll be people who want to buy other altcoins on Pulse because there's a whole range of projects launching on Pulse. So people will be crazy busy getting right in. So, we might see a little bit of volatility in Hex price, but, generally I think we will see a sideways movement. They could be right, they could be wrong. But what I did want to ask is, what would you ladies do if Hex reached $1 in 2024? And then even if it reached $2 a couple of years after that, we can start off early. I know for me, if Hex hit $1, I'll be a very happy lady. On just one chain, it enabled me to pay off my mortgage and go on a nice holiday, come back to America, and do a lot of great things. How do you ladies feel about the article, and what does that mean to you if it came true?
Go, Lindsay.
I was like, oh, hot seat. It's hard to say what I would do if that article came true, because for me, I'm here like day to day, speculatively speaking. I would be having a retreat for women in crypto, and I would have my ladies there to do their crypto education, to do their crypto networking, to do like whatever it is that we want to do in those spaces. Like, I would have us on an island. That's what I would do in 2024 when that article comes to fruition. Throwing it out.
Awesome. I love it.
Taking the reign. Let's keep the ladies, right?
Yeah, you never stop, Lindsay. Even when you're rich, you're never going to stop. I mean, apart from that island holiday, I imagine you're still going to go 100 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like there is no such thing as retirement when you do something that you are so very passionate about, which is I have the best job in the world. Like I get to sit in on calls with people that I'm like, what? They're so cool. What am I doing here? So, like not in a self-deprecating way, but like in a way where I'm just really just in like when you take the time to clear away things that don't serve you, the things that you do manifest really come true. I'll just like getting to listen to conversations that these tycoons are having with my boss and having, like money is just energy and it's principle and all these things that like we know, like they were either grasping or learning or already know, right? So I don't know. I just look at it in a way where like there's such an abundance of it, and like not just monetarily wise, but like throwing it out there, throwing those good intentions, that good energy, so to speak, like whatever resonates with you, just bring it in, bring it out, send a good love. Fashion coder, love you. Sorry, you got disconnected. But yeah, no time to sleep, and even especially in a bear market when things are so accessible and everything's on sale.
Yeah, absolutely. Lindsay, did you say you had a boss?
Oh yeah. Adam is 100%, but he's
Adam's your boss. So you're both full-time crypto.
Oh yeah, no, we are Viber Finance. That is 100. We live and breathe crypto. We wake up in the morning to crypto.
That's amazing. Wow. I love it. I love it, Lindsay. That's just so cool. I would like to go full-time crypto eventually as well.
Well, when you're ready, and when you're ready, you and I can discuss tons of opportunities for you to turn what you're doing now into a passive income stream for you. Those are like, that's my specialty. I'll help you with that. I got you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know you would, Lindsay. We could have some amazing conversations, about crypto. I mean, we still have them. And moving forward, I'm so excited about crypto. I love crypto, and that's why I do streaming, and being able to make money as well is just a bonus. So moving forward, with everything that's coming our way, it's just so exciting. And the learning, all that we can learn. There's just so much coming, and I'll definitely reach out to you once that happens. And I can't wait till it happens. It'd be awesome.
You are one. I'm always here for you. Like, and that's why I love these like chats that we have, and even through our Twitter groups and like in real life and stuff too. Is that genuine connection of a rising tide floats all boats. Yeah, community. There's like what can I do to help you, because you will connect with so many people. You know what I mean? Like it's the network effect.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Georgia and Serena? How do you feel about that article and how would it change things for you?
Serena's rich already, so let me tell you what I will do. I will be hitting my head on the wall for not buying more hex at 0.34. Number one. Okay? So, the money on the NFTs I should have put in hex. Anyway, but that's another story. Then what I will do is just like wait. If we're only 2 years away and it hits $1 and maybe another 2 years and it hits $2, imagine what it will be in 15 years. I'm doing this for my kids. Yes, I have a ladder and I did everything that you guys told me to do and I'm prepared for everything. But it's still, most of it is up to, I'm delaying gratification till the end. And that's going to be amazing because as for me, I just move everything from my 401k and I'm doing everything in Hex right now. Completely, 100%. So for me, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be waiting. I'm going to be smiling because it's going to be like whatever Richard's saying is going to happen. It will happen. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Absolutely. Love it, Georgia. And Serena, I mean, we know you're the OG queen of Hex streamer. And I know that you're stuck in Canada right now, which sucks. And me and Serena are hoping that the US open their borders for everyone. And Canada just actually did that. Hey, Serena. Serena, you're muted. Do not.
Sorry.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, they just changed the rules so like people can come in the country and stuff now. But yeah, I'm hoping I can travel soon. That would be great.
Serena needs a holiday.
I do. I really, really do. Like legit. So bad. It's not
She'll be
even
like,
funny.
she'll be like royalty when she comes here and when we meet her. Serena, you're like that rare Mexican. Rare Mexican. Like
Yeah.
lottery, you know that you're rare. You know what I mean? It's like a card, like a rare card.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, it's too bad I haven't been able to go to any of the meetups or anything yet, but one day. So.
But so Serena, obviously, hopefully it happens for us. We want to go on the Hex cruise.
Yes,
but
I hope so.
And I know, I sort of said that because I know that for you it's challenging, and probably every Canadian, you haven't had, the opportunity to travel or do a lot. But I mean, I've spoken to you off camera and we've said, you've been doing a lot, and you're living in an amazing place. I mean, it's just so beautiful. Is there anything, if we see the Hex go to the $1 or the $2, anything else you want to do or want to share with us?
Yeah, what I would like to do is help animals. That is like my ultimate goal, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Traveling, of course, and then just like, I don't know, rescuing a bunch of animals and having like a sanctuary or something. That is one of the things I want to do. So,
You just rescued
very
a
important to
tarantula,
me.
Selena.
Sorry?
You just rescued a tarantula, so you already started.
Oh no, I left him alone. I didn't do nothing.
Are you gonna have tarantulas at your rescue?
No. I told you, Sammy, before I rescued a dog. I had him for like a month now. I got a new dog.
Yeah.
He's really cute. He's sleeping right now, but yeah.
He's adorable. How many dogs have you got now?
I have 2 now.
Mm-hmm. And how many birds?
And what?
How many birds?
2 birds. 2 birds and 2 dogs. There's one beside me on the couch. Can you see him?
Oh, hello.
He's sleeping. And he's got all those little babies. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see all the little babies on the couch?
Oh.
Yeah, and the other one is over here. He's sleeping. Hold on, I'll show you. Oh, let me see. Can you see him?
Yeah, he's beautiful.
Oh, look at him.
That's my new one I just got.
He's very stressed.
Oh, they're so stressed out. I love them.
You see, guys, that's the life of a Mexican dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
My little boy.
So adorable. So adorable. So we're going to wrap it up soon. Before we go, I wanted to leave you with a thought, which I pondered on. Matty Orland did a video and he said that only 2 founders' coins in cryptocurrency have ever 10,000x, which one was Bitcoin and one was Hex. One of the founders is dead and one of the founders is alive and bringing 2 more cryptocurrencies into space. So, that's something to think about. Hex did 10,000x and there's 2 more coins on their way. So, it's something to look forward to for all of us and, keep learning, keep researching, because we've got a bright future coming. I mean, we don't know when Pulse Chain is going to launch. And I know Dev Kyle did a video basically explaining that it has to be perfect because once it launches, you can't fix it. So basically they want everything to be absolutely perfect before launch. So that's what's delaying it. So is anyone else want to add anything before we wrap it up? Are the boys are coming on soon?
I'm just so excited to be able to hop on here in a bear market and have some conversations about crypto and life and the economy and, all these sort of. Thank you, Tammy, for hosting. Thank you, Serena, for paving the way. And thank you, Georgia, for spreading the word about all the good things that go on.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, Lindsay. It was just so great to meet you. You're such a beautiful person. You're so smart and just lovely, and just loved meeting you and hanging out with you, and also loving you took the time to come on stream, even if it's a couple of hours. You're a busy mum, busy with crypto. I know it takes a lot out of your day, and it's always great to see you. Thank you so much.
Honestly, meeting you in Vegas was so fun. That seriously was the hottest day of my life at the golf tournament. I have never consumed so much water and been like, where'd it go? I'm so I'm not used to the Vegas heat, and definitely I even call it Vegas. Like, some people pick on me for the way I say it, whatever. But it was hot, 117 degrees. I think we capped out.
Yeah.
When we were out here, Sammy was a champ. She got on that tee, first time ever singing that club, made it look like it was easy. We're all like, what the heck? Okay, Sammy's about to roll us. We were waiting for, don't let her fool you. Sammy's got game. Okay, now we know for the annual.
That was a fluke, Lindsay. That was a fluke. But you girls made it all easy. It was easy just to hang out with you. We had a couple of drinks. It was hot as anything, but it was just cool to just hang out in the desert, even though it was stinking hot.
And it's so fun. It's fun to do that, stinking hot, but it's fun to get on camera and like get on here and interact too. Like, Serena, you're stuck in Canada. Thank goodness we have access to you through a camera. Like,
I know, right? I know, Serena. And we can't wait to meet you either, Serena. You need. I mean, I've not been in lockdown and been stuck. Like, we need you to come out and go to one. Serena will have such the best time.
Yeah.
One of these. She will love it. Like, non-stop fun.
I cannot wait to meet you ladies.
I felt like Sammy was mobbed the whole time. Everywhere I went, Sammy, you had like 10 people surrounding you. Serena, like, it's like, man, you guys are gonna shut a place down. You're gonna need security.
It was very hard.
It's gonna be so weird.
Yeah, it was. I think just to meet everyone and just chat to them was just. You never were short of company. It was always someone to talk to.
That's good.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
So, Georgia, did you want to add anything before we go?
Yes, I do. Richard's birthday is coming October, so we need to celebrate somehow. So we have to plan something. A lot of events tomorrow. A recap of everything. Tomorrow we have the event in Los Angeles, 1212 Santa Monica. That's a restaurant. Starts at 2 p.m. Check the information on the Twitter. Then we have the Hex birthday, December 1st, 2nd. Go to KSB TV for more information. You can find information about everything going on. And the cruise on April, check it out. Also, KSB has all the information, so you can advance and see, what works for you. And it's going to be amazing. And vote also. You can vote for, nominate your favorite Hexicans for their hard work within the community. It has different categories, and we're waiting to support. We have to support that event. Simple as that. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me here. And Halloween, next broadcast here in Discord Syndicate, it's going to be Halloween, I think. So
Yep.
you need to look forward. We need to put costumes on, ladies. I want to wear my costume.
Why don't we have a Halloween + happy birthday Richard Hart special?
Yes. I love it.
Ladies.
I love it. You like it? Yes, he likes it.
Yeah, he likes it. Cool. That's so cool.
That's our almost wedding picture. We showed up, but he didn't show up. I have to take the cardboard.
They never do.
Waiting, Richard. You have 4,500 days still left.
That's right. You tell him. You tell him.
You know what? Just wait until I get into your next stream. Pray that I don't show up in one of your streams. Block me, Richard. Block me. I have things to tell you.
Man, that. Oh shoot, that might have been an invitation.
Yeah.
All right, get it out.
Thank you, ladies, for having me here. And you're the only one who invites me to be in your stream, so I love being here. And
I
Lindsay,
love
too.
having you on. It's awesome. And,
Mm-hmm.
we always get like heaps of people wanting to come on, and then all of a sudden, last second, everyone's busy, So like, we had a full packed show today, and then everyone just dropped off. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Thank you for coming on. Lovely to see you all. We'll finish up now, and I hope to see you at our next show. Thanks everyone for watching. We love you guys. And thanks so much for your support. We'll see you next
See you tomorrow at CZ's. Don't forget DeFi Sexy Ladies and
DeFi
coffee
Ladies.
and Sunday for Lindsay.
That's right. See you live tomorrow night at 10 Central Standard Time for receiving DeFi Sexy Ladies. And then listen in 11 a.m. on Viber Finance live stream on YouTube and Viber Finance on Twitter Spaces. So ladies, come and join. And men too. You're welcome.
Awesome. See you all later.